When I do my base makeup, my goal is to be as glowy as possible. I don't use primer. This is my primer. And honestly, I get the most compliments on my skin when I'm wearing this. Only downside about this is that it's ever so slightly drying, so I always avoid my under eye and my eyelids, but it pretty much goes everywhere else. I don't use foundation, just concealer. When I put makeup all over my face, it looks worse. I end up creasing, getting patchy, and minimal. I only put the concealer over my dark spots and my redness. This is a placement. I never put concealer on my under eyes because I don't know how y'all don't get it to crease. It looks so bad. It looks so it looks awful on me. To blend, this is so important. I use a damp sponge, not a brush. I pat it on the back of my hand first because if it's too wet, it'll mix with your concealer and it'll look really bad. Like a sponge gives you the most flawless natural finish, and that's what I love. And if you're heavy on skincare like me, then you would want your natural skin to show through. All my base products are liquid, so I like to mattify as little as possible. So I use a brush to blend out initially, and I love that this brush has a little brush at the end so I could use for my nose. I use a sponge and blend out that outside because if you blend directly in the middle, you might take away too much of the product. My blush placement is for round face girlies. I don't blend it past my eyes so that tension stays in the center of my face. Same brush, and I just blend it in place because I don't want a huge area covered in blush. And then same thing with the bronzer, I just blend the edges. Even with blush and bronzer, I keep the products out of my under eyes because that's too much maintenance. For highlighter, this is my baby. It's a cream product again. I just put it on my nose and my inner corners. So with this product, I find that it looks best when you use a brush just to apply and kind of pack it onto the areas you want it. And then you use your finger. It looks best when you blend it with your finger. I use this setting spray. I like this one especially because the mist is so fine. It gives you an even glowier finish. This step is very specific to me, but once I use setting spray, my eyelids start getting really dry, so I just put Aquaphor, and it's more glow. So sometimes I think I have glow blindness and I go outside, I'm just shiny. So I will use powder, but just in very specific areas. I use a puff to take the powder and then wipe it on my hand first. We don't want too much. And I only set my nose a little bit above my eyebrow. And the rest, I don't go for more product. I just use whatever's left. My makeup stays pretty well with just setting spray. So the powder is not really to set my makeup. It's more like so I don't look like a grease ball. This is the base. And for lips, I'll always use some sort of tinted lip balm because my lips cannot handle anything that's not meant to moisturize.